So how do you use direct mail marketing to get new leads? Direct mail has been a popular marketing strategy for years, and it's still an effective way to reach out to customers and promote products and services. So in this video, we'll take a look at what direct mailing is, how it works, and its benefits. Now, direct mail lead generation is a marketing strategy that sends promotional materials such as brochures, flyers, postcards directly to potential customers through the Postal Service. And a physical mailer can be used for various purposes, including advertising new products, promoting sales, or even inviting customers to events. A direct marketing campaign involves several steps. So we start with creating a suspect list, identifying your target market and creating a list of potential customers. The more specific you get in identifying the target market, the better. And a top tip for B2B Direct Mail is once you've identified your prospect list, phone the business ahead of sending the material out to establish the recipient's name and the correct postal address before you send it. So once we've got our list, we want to start thinking about designing the promotional materials. These materials need to be visually appealing and include, most importantly, a clear message about the product and services being promoted and what your offer is. The offer that matches your target market's needs and wants. Now, the AIDA principle is a useful guide to follow. A for attention, you've got just a second or two to grab their attention and then raise their interest. So what would you be able to put in there to raise their interest enough to want to discover more and read on? And then creating some desire. How can you create that desire to move on to the next stage, which is to take action, where you need to include a call to action and make it as easy as possible for your consumer to do so. What do they need to do next? After the promotional materials have been designed, they need to be printed and addressed. Now, this can be done in-house or outsourced with a printing company. So consider the balance between volume and quality. If you're sending a high volume of mailers out, then you may want to consider using a printing company. If you want higher quality and a bigger open rate, but lower volume, then it may be better to do it in-house with uniquely coloured envelopes, handwritten, that sort of thing, depending on what it is that you want to get out of the mailer. The final step then, of course, is to send the promotional materials to the individuals on the list and measure the responses through a unique identifier. We want to track the materials sent and track the response rate and conversion rate using things like a QR code, a reference number, or even a unique telephone number. And this allows us to make a data-driven decision about then future campaigns. Successful direct mail can have a much higher response rate than other forms of advertising. And this is because the promotional materials are being delivered directly to the individual's home or business, and are then more likely to be noticed than if they were in a magazine or on a television advertisement. With a clearly defined strategy of target, offer, copy. So target is identify your target market for the product or service you're offering. Offer is create a compelling offer to raise interest and desire in the prospect. And then copy is designing a well laid out letter, leaflet, brochure, whatever it is that represents your brand and product well. An effective campaign can lead to a really successful marketing activity, especially as we now live in a digital age. So receiving a well thought out proposal through the post is much more likely to be read by your target audience than many other means. If you need more help and advice, why not look at what's going on in our No Limits community, or reach out to your local coach to discuss further. Thank you very much.